Hi everyone, welcome back to the Potsmaker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Potsmaker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament, of the Christian Bible. I use the King James Version of the Christian Bible in order to put together the prophecy of Israel, which I then wrote into the book of Zion, as was prophesied in the prophecy itself. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, kind of. But today I'm reading to you from the 16th chapter of the book of Zion, which is entitled They That Hate Me. I will be using the passages from the Psalms of David, Habakkuk, and Isaiah. And it goes like this. They that hate me. Lord, how long shall the wicked, how long shall the wicked triumph? How long shall they utter and speak hard things, and all the workers of iniquity boast themselves? They break in pieces thy people, O Lord, and afflict thine heritage. They slay the widow and the stranger, and murder the fatherless. They that hate me without a cause are more than the hairs on my head. They that would destroy me, being my enemy wrongfully, are mighty. Then I restored that which I took not away. For the enemy hath persecuted my soul. He hath smitten my life down to the ground. He hath made me to dwell in darkness, as those that had been long dead. Many are my prosecutors, and mine enemies, yet do I not decline from thy testimonies. I beheld the transgressors, and was grieved, because they kept not thy word. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe unto him that increases that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Shall they not rise up suddenly, that shall bite thee, and awake, that shall vex thee? And thou shalt be for booty unto them. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the powers of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house, by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. Behold, it is not of the Lord of hosts, that the people shall labor in the very fires, and the people shall weary themselves for every vanity. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. Woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth the bottle to him, and maketh him drunken, also that thou mayest look upon their nakedness. Thou art filled with shame, for glory, drink thy also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee. Shameful spewing shall be thy glory. But that have also erred through wine and through strong drink are out of the way. The priests and the prophets have erred through strong drink. They are swallowed up with wine. They are out of the way with strong drink. They err in vision. They stumble in judgment. For all tables are full of vomit and filthiness, so that there is no place clean. And thou wentest to the king with ointment, and didst increase thy perfumes, and didst send thy messengers far off, and didst debase thyself even unto hell. Thou art wearied in thy greatness of thy way. Sayest thou not, there is no hope? Thou hast found the life of thine hands, therefore thou hast not grieved. And of whom hast thou been afraid, or feared? That thou hast lied, and not remembered me, nor laid it to thy heart. Have not I held my peace from of old, and thou fearest me not? I will declare thy righteousness and thy works, for they shall not profit thee. When thou criest, let thine companies deliver thee. But the wind shall carry them all away, vanity shall take them. But he that putteth his trust in me shall possess the land, and shall inherit my holy mountain, and shall say, cast ye up, prepare thy way, take away the stumbling block out of the way of my people. Have the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread? They have not called upon God. So ends the 16th chapter of the book of Zion, the prophecy of Israel. Now, this is kind of a vague seeming chapter. It's kind of vague in that, okay, who are these people that God, that hates God? Oh, you'd be surprised. So let's take a look at this. The wicked triumph. Okay, so those who triumph in this day and age are the wicked. So if you win, you're wicked. How long shall they utter and speak hard things? And all the workers of iniquity boast themselves. Okay, so these people are proud. They're boastful. They're like, oh, I'm so full of myself. Oh, reminds me of somebody, doesn't it? They break in pieces thy people, O Lord, and afflict thine heritage. Let me see. They break in pieces thy people. Wow, that's just America all over itself. With Black Lives Matter, of course. They slay the widow and the stranger and murder the fatherless. Oh, there they go. We're talking about the police here, are we not? They're wicked, they triumph, they utter and speak hard things. They're workers of iniquity, they look for iniquity, and they boast themselves in their iniquity looking. That's their whole job. They break in pieces thy people. They break in pieces thy people. That's what they're doing. They're breaking my people in pieces. They slay the widow and the stranger and the murderer and the father, and they murder the fatherless. That's exactly what they're doing. They're killing my people without thought, without recompense, without even thinking that they're doing something wrong. They boast themselves in their pride and arrogance. Wow. Sounds like police. Sounds like Trump. Okay. They that hate me without a cause are more than the hairs of my head. So they're everywhere. They're all over the place. Let me see. Every fucking redneck hates me. Why? Because I do drugs. They hate me without a cause, because drugs is not a reason to hate somebody. It's a fucking it's an inanimate object. It's a good time, people. That's all it is. But you hate me for it. You have no cause to hate me. I'm just having a good time. Nothing more, nothing less. But you hate me for that. Huh. And then you make me pay that which I did not. It's like, how does this say? They that would destroy me, being my enemy wrongfully, are mighty. Then I restore that which I took not away. Why would I have to restore something that I didn't take away? Court costs. Ha! For the enemy hath persecuted my soul, and he hath smitten my life down to the ground. He put me in prison. Did 2 years. For what? I did 2 years for operating a sacred space where we worship God, according to the dictates of our own conscience. But I went to prison for 2 years for that. And why? Because I was selling something that people wanted to buy in the name of God. Excuse me. And they think that they're the upright ones. They think that they are the good people, but they're not. They murder the widows, the fatherless. They're the ones that are not upright in themselves. And they persecute us for using marijuana, for using methamphetamine, for using acid, for using any other drug except for one, alcohol. Okay, so why is alcohol legal and every other drug illegal? That's exactly what this is talking about. It's saying, hey, look, you've got every other fucking drug on the market illegal except for alcohol. Alcohol is the one drug that you will allow people to use. What is it about alcohol that makes it acceptable to you evil, wicked people, as opposed to marijuana and other drugs, which you condemn? Let me give you a secret about marijuana, or about alcohol. Alcohol is called spirit for a reason. What alcohol does, it loosens your ability to maintain control over your body. And when you lose control over your body, guess what? Spirits enter your body and use your body to play with. So, have you ever blacked out, shit ass fake fucking drunk, woke up the next day, and had no clue what you did? You look around, you see something, it's like you broke your arm. What the fuck? How did I break my arm? Last I remember, I was stumbling out the fucking bar. Well, you stumbled out the bar, and then that spirit jumped inside of you and went playing around and broke your arm. Now, you're only ever going to get bits and pieces of that night back because you weren't conscious. And you have to be a powerful psychic to be able to dig in deep and get those memories that weren't yours. So, according to this chapter, those that hate God love alcohol. So, if you're an alcoholic, and if alcohol is the only drug you do, I think again, because only God's enemies use only alcohol. Alcohol is the worst drug there is, but yet it's the one drug that's legal. Why? It incites violence. It loosens your inhibitions and lets you do things that you normally would not do in a sober state. That is the insidious nature of alcohol. So you have the only drug that's man-made, that's designed to make you the worst possible person you can be while you're on it. And that's the one that you have legal. Well, for that, you get spewing and vomiting. That's your glory. My glory is my beautiful plant from another planet. This plant gives me peace. It makes me more peaceful, not more violent. So the peacefully inciting drug that calms you down, makes you non-violent, is illegal. While the drug that makes you violent and lose your inhibitions so that you do all those things that you wouldn't normally do, that's the legal drug. Hypocrites and fools. So we have illegal drugs that are good for you. Like, take for instance, acid. Microdoses of acid have been proven to be very effective in helping people deal with mental anguish. So, acid that helps you deal with your emotional problems is illegal. Marijuana, which gets you in contact with God and makes you telepathic, is illegal. But alcohol that makes you violent, makes you prone to raping people and getting into fights and murdering and mayhem, that's legal. It makes a lot of sense to me. Maybe not to you. But if you hate God, yeah, that's the way it's good. That's the way you're going to go. So may the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you up from all harm. May they teach you right from wrong, and may you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light. May you pursue those things with all your heart and soul. Find your joy and pursue that. Make that your life's work. Stay happy and high. Love you. Later. I'll never say goodbye.